Questions on the carrot juice? I have a Norwalk juicer. Okay, so it's juice is different than blending it up in a Vitamix. First of all, I'll introduce myself. I'm Beverly Ventura, in case anybody didn't know who I am. Yeah, so juice is different than putting it through a Vitamix. A Vitamix blends everything. They'll say, oh, it's great for fiber. But if you want to use juice for like a healing of your body and get all the nutrition without your body working on digesting it, you have to have a juicer, which separates your pulp from your juice. So I don't have it here. It's really heavy. Maybe in the future we might have one here. But it is, I have a Norwalk. I like gadgets. I like to cook. And we don't skimp.
How are you?
My husband likes
Your
good
kids
tools.
are getting so
I like
big.
good tools. So a Norwalk juicer is a little bit pricey. It's a couple $1,000s, and it's really nice. It grinds, and then it presses. So that's my juice. You can use any juicer. Is a good juicer if you use it. So if you have a Breville, or if you have a Champion, or you have whatever they are out there, juicers are great as long as you use it. So this is a Norwalk. This is just carrots. I threw an apple in there because sometimes the carrots aren't as good. You have to taste them. And I threw a thumb of ginger in. And it grinds it, and then it presses it. A Norwalk uses two processes. It's a little bit pricey. It's a little bit more work, but I think the juice is superb. And their selling point on the Norwalk years ago was that organic wasn't an issue because of the way it's pressed. You don't have to worry about it. It's grinding up. That's their selling point. It doesn't make a difference. Whatever.
Sure.
So then they also say you don't have to peel your carrots.
I will see if
just
it's
wash
okay
them.
for everybody.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's whatever's easier. Actually, sometimes peeling is easier than scrubbing. You know, depending what kind of whatever you get into.
Sure.
So yeah, if you like the juice, there's plenty. You can have more, and that's my thing. We like juice. Juice is for healing. This is a basic, carrots. My family's favorite at this time of the year is what we call blood juice, out of a weird recipe book that I got years ago. And it's apple, beet, ginger, and lime. It sounds very strange, but the beet gives it that bright red color, and ginger and lime is ginger and lime, and then with like more of an apple juice base. So if we do another one, that will be the next juice we'll serve. But so that's our carrot juice. Jim has got different teas. You have cards on every spot. His recipe for his teas are there. He's famous for his teas, but his recipes are for 5 gallons. So,
Close enough.
so I mean, it is what it is. You'll have to break it down if you're not going to make 6 quarts at a time or 5 gallons.
Saying that.
But you know, it's the basic ingredients of his teas. Let's see this. Starting up, what else would we want to introduce and get going with? So my goal is, it's been a while since I've hosted a let out in a cooking class, so I'm out of sync and I'm forgetting my things, and half my things are at my house and half of the things are here, and my poor husband's run back about 4 times. And I have bread in the oven, which we're not going to demonstrate this time, but I grind my own wheat and I make my own bread. But on my first batch of bread when I got here, I forgot to put the yeast in. So the second batch is still in the oven. So we'll see how that one turns out. So we're off to a great start so far. Who else is with me is Nancy and Jim. They're from Wayland area. Nancy and I have been friends for many, many years. And we've done classes together over the years all over, many places, a lot of different places of the state. And we always have fun doing stuff together. So that's Nancy. Christine will be out in a bit. She's going to do one of her recipes. What? Joyce? Joyce is here. She's helping, and she will have a few minutes in a little bit on her doTERRA things. So she's going to show that. Every time we do a class, she's going to kind of highlight one more thing, because we're going to try to expand on not just cooking, maybe some other ideas of things along the way. what I want to start out with is a little spiel. Years and years ago, we heard this doctor talk about health. And his thing was, you could be strict, and it's all good, and there's always an ultimate, but you don't stress about being the ultimate. Work at it. And don't be so strict. You want to be like a reed and bend with the wind. Don't be so strict that you're going to break, or you're going to break everybody around you. If you want to eat good and you want to try to show others different things, don't be so strict. Like, lessen up. If a lot of you were at Barbara O'Neill, you heard her spiel on eat like a king in the breakfast, pauper at night. But she also said her joy was having dinner with her boys. Her boys work all day. She eats with her boys. She doesn't go and just have, a banana ceremoniously. Be social. Be a witness. Enjoy your family and friends. Don't be so strict that you are going to break. So on that, my husband and I went to Veg Fest this summer. I don't know if I've ever heard of it. It travels the country. I found it online. It was in Syracuse. We went. So it was supposed to be all vegan food. That's going to be fun, right? We got there. It was the most unhealthy group of people I've ever. It's cauliflower and mushrooms. Can somebody check my bread? The ingredients are cauliflower and mushrooms. Okay, so my point is, don't get so caught up on having to be just something. It's a well-rounded thing. We don't want to break in the wind. We want to move and grow, and from that. So there's my little introduction. The first recipe up is going to be Christine, because her thing is going to be in the oven for the longest. So I'm leaving the floor to her. If anybody wants more, you are more than welcome.
Anybody want to try some ginger tea?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Beverly, what temperature was your bread?
It should be over 200.
You know what we're talking about.
It is over 200.
Okay, let me see.
Looks good, Nancy.
Try. You have a clean cookie tray somewhere you can cool it on?
No.
I'm gonna turn off this burner. You don't need that oven.
Oh, yeah, it
anymore,
looks
right?
good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's good. Before she starts, I'm going to interrupt you all. I do that a lot. Sorry. Gadget person. Thermometer for checking your breads. Really a good thing. I suggest it. It's not that expensive. Anybody that's in the sourdough always checks their doughs. Cheap. Buy a thermometer. And that way you're not like, am I knocking on it? Is it done? Check your temperatures. Bread's got to be over it's got to be over 200 to be done for bread. But it's like it's saved me a lot. Okay. Bread looks good. Perfect.
Do you have a rack for the food to cool on, or do you just?
No, like that. Yeah, that'll be fine.
It'll just make little lines on the
Who
bottom.
cares? We got it. I thought of a cooling rack last night in the middle of the night. but-
1 cup. And then
Okay.
I have sunflower seeds. They're raw sunflower seeds.
I think
Hopefully I
John.
don't fling them everywhere. There we go.
What'd you do with my cup?
And I have brown rice. You can use white rice if you want to, but I'm using brown rice. It's already been cooked. Yep. And for milk, I'm going to use soy milk. You can use regular milk if you want to. You could use almond milk. So 1 cup of soy milk. And I have, it says seasoned breadcrumbs, but I'm using just plain breadcrumbs. The seasoned ones have cheese in them. So I wanted to make this vegan, so I didn't want to use the seasoned ones. So these are just plain. And onion. Oop. So I didn't use one large onion. I only use this much. I don't really like so much onion, so. Yeah. It was like a small onion that I chopped up. And in this one I've got my flour, my salt, and my parsley. So just going to stir it all up. And you put it in a loaf pan. So I use the parchment paper, so it's easy to take it out. And I've also made it in an 8x8 pan if you want to just scoop it out or cut it into squares. So loaf pan or 8x8 pan. So I won't bore you with my stirring, so I'll go on to my next recipe. I don't. It's back there, and I need the 2 cups of hot water.
Here's hot water right here, Nancy.
Okay, so the next recipe will be the cashew gravy. Thank you. My family, my extended family, who are not vegetarian at all, they love this gravy. So every holiday they always say, bring your cashew gravy. So everybody loves it. Okay, so the most important thing about this recipe is using hot water. So I have hot water here. If you use cold, it won't blend properly and it gets kind of gritty. So use hot water. And so I have half a cup of raw cashews. And then I'm going to put just a little water in, not all my water, just enough to be able to blend them up. And you want them to be smooth. So takes a little while. Okay.
Where's the carrot juice?
Looks good.
Where's the carrot juice?
And so we have our water, cashews.
Yep. That goes for
So
the
I
tails.
have my salt and my onion powder and my cornstarch. So I'm just going to pour that in,
Carrot juice.
pour in the rest of my water. And oil, 2 tablespoons of oil. And then I'm using Bragg's liquid aminos. It's like soy sauce. So 2 tablespoons of this. And then we're just going to blend that up again. now you're just going to pour this into a saucepan and let it thicken. Super easy. And you'll be able to, pardon me?
Goes well with all meats?
I think with almost everything.
Yeah,
You can
it's,
adjust your seasonings stronger.
yeah.
You can do Alfredo with it too. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I've had that before.
oh, that would be
You have
good.
the broccoli and
Okay,
like a rice noodle, really
Yeah.
good.
that sounds good. Okay, so I don't know who's next.
Do you want me to put it in here and
Yes, did you,
mix it?
did you mix it? Yeah. Yep.
So you just soak your, or your cashews first?
Oh, the cashews, I just ran hot water over them, just because they're kind of dirty sometimes. So just, just hot water and just kind of swirl them around and then dump all that water off. Okay?
Teaspoons and tablespoons.
Yes, I have just a tablespoon here. Do you want it washed?
You just had stuff that this is going to be used, so that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you. All right. I'm just going to give you a little alternative to that loaf. And I'm going to do a tofu loaf. And I forgot some of the ingredients. So there you go. So life is what it is. So all it is, you like tofu, you don't like tofu. Tofu has no flavor. Tofu's disgusting.
Do I have to cover this with?
It just is. But we make carrot pies, we make chocolate pies, we make peanut butter pies, we make puddings, we make whatever. I mean, it's your imagination is what you can do with tofu, because it's a substance that you can add your own flavors and things to. So to do a loaf, a tofu loaf, you would just take a block of tofu. I just have a Wegmans one, and I didn't drain it. Hey, hon, can you drain this for me? Because it's all wet. Thank you. I wanted to do that, and I did something else. Okay, so in this recipe for the tofu loaf, it says 1 pound of tofu, wheat germ. I never have wheat germ. I grind my own wheat. I don't have white flour and wheat germ and whatever. I don't have wheat germ. So throw something else in. I got oats here, organic oats, cornflakes. I mean, as long as you try to look on labels though for bioengineered. Everything is bioengineered now. So like, my husband loves cold cereal. My daughter-in-law loves cold cereal. Boy, it is hard to find cereal that's not bioengineered. They're out there, and there are some, but you just try to stay away from those things. So, he did find some non-bioengineered, the kids love the tea. Cornflakes, you could add cornflakes. I got chopped onions in the bowl. And I'm just going to throw in the tofu as whatever, mash it up, put it in there. Instead of, I don't have wheat germ, throw in some, let's throw in some oats because that's what's here. How many does it say? About?
Half a cup.
About a half a cup. Okay, I don't cook as good as everybody else does, so I just kind of like, yeah, measure with your heart, right?
That's how grandma used to do it.
So it's whatever. You can mix it up, and then you'll add some seasonings. I've got seasonings here. A little nutritional yeast. How much does it say?
2 tablespoons.
That's close. I forgot the mustard. I have garlic. I have paprika. My garlic is labeled. I buy things in bulk, and then I put them in jars, and I have to label them, because if I don't label them, I sit there and think, what is this? And I think I think I'll remember that's onion and that's garlic. No, no. So, you know, I did buy a label, and when I get my stuff, I sit and I label everything right away. And you just, you know, mix it up. And for the tofu thing, I'll throw in some parsley. You know what? I have kale back there. I'll throw some kale in there, and I'll put it in the pan. For this, they put oil in the bottom of your pan because you want it to get like kind of cooked. So you just put your oil in the bottom of your loaf pan, throw it in there, and stick it in the oven. And it'll be, and it can be, it's a recipe. You can follow it exactly. It's good. I have followed it exactly. But use your imagination. Make any kind of flavoring you want. You know, add things to it.
Is it the soft tofu, the medium?
Again, I usually buy tofu in a bucket because I had a big thing from Lee Oriental in Rochester. Still go to Lee Oriental. So this one was firm this one was extra firm. I have recipes that call for silken tofu. I've just used the stuff that comes in the bucket. So you blend it a little bit more, or maybe you have to add a little water to it. You know, you use what you have on hand. So, but that'll give you an idea of a different loaf in that. And from this, I am going to describe chicken seasoning to you. You have a card here that has chicken seasoning.
Bev, do you want me to put this in something to bake it?
Yeah, you have to add, I'm going to add some stuff to it. I make my own chicken seasoning. So this is basically what it is. And it's not that hard to do. And I'm really not going to show you because all you do is add everything, stick it in a blender, and it just mixes better in a blender. Or if you have a quart jar, you know, an empty quart jar, make sure it's big enough that all these things are going to fit into it so that you can shake it up. I mostly don't have parsley because it says that at the bottom. I don't have dry parsley. I always forget to dry it because, of course, I have a freeze dryer and a dry hydrator.
If you can't use
Just leave it out. Just leave it out. If you don't like nutritionally, leave it out. If you have yeah, you don't have to. If you can use another powder, or you have dried
So Christine, you'll have to keep
peppers, or
watching
you
that.
want to blend up.
I know somebody to share with, but they're allergic to paprika.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot to time it.
Just leave it out. Add something else. If you can have peppers or dry peppers, blend that up for some color. You know, the paprika is color. It adds a little color. So use something else. You know, I'm kind of one of those cooks that is not exactly exact. So, but you can, you know, go with it. I have kids. Most of my kids like to cook, and Jacob's a good cook. And how do you measure stuff? Not with a measuring cup. And he makes, in our house, he always made the best cashew cheese. He makes the best tofu whip that we serve over cantaloupe season, over fresh cantaloupe, and everybody gets half of a cantaloupe and tofu whip on it, and it's like, it's the best. But it's a basic recipe, and then kind of work with it. The trick is, you know, experiment, try it.
So your only limitation is your lack of imagination.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, chicken seasoning, it's great. It's used for everything. Use it for everything. Sprinkle it on your, I like crispy rice. I like rice. So when we have beans and rice a lot. My husband likes Great Northern beans. Cook the Great Northern beans, but for some reason, I don't know why, my family, how we always have crispy rice with it. I don't know how that happened, but you cook the rice, you put it on a cookie sheet, you sprinkle chicken seasoning on it, and you put it back in the oven, and you crisp it up, and it's really crispy rice. It's really good. It's really good. And you're not frying it. It's not like fried rice where you're frying it in oil. You season it up. Just season it up with a little chicken seasoning and stick it in the oven, and crispy rice is great. And I like, rice is another thing. I like all different kinds of rices, and I like wild rice, and I always stick wild rice in my crispy rice. But So that one, you want to do a kale salad?
Sure.
Everybody in my family cooks. So we will show the kale salad next, okay?
Okay, so you want to start with the kale or the dressing?
The dressing. So there's kale salad,
The water?
and the dressing is on the side.
You got it.
What do we got next?
Hey, someone want to do me a favor? Peel this potato and cut the ends square.
Okay, 3, 4.
Oh, wait, oh, yeah, me too.
Okay.
Here, if you hand it to me, I'll bring it. This is Crimson King.
Kale is wonderful. If
Is
people
there not a
don't
lot
eat
there?
kale,
No, there is,
you're
but
missing out.
I'm not sure if I like it.
Kale's wonderful.
Do 3/4, give me that cup back.
Wash it, stem it. And the trick for the kale salad, you don't want it cooked,
Point it down.
but a lot of recipes you'll see, you massage your kale,
Crimson
you know, to
King?
get the dressings in. I don't usually do that, but I wash it and I pour hot water over it. Why it's in the colander, just to soften it just a little bit, you know, so it's just not so hard.
You're welcome.
And I usually shop with my husband because he tastes everything at the store. So,
These two
you know,
ladies
this is
are
good
from-
kale. This
Yep.
kale's really good.
You know,
Just touch it. And so if it's kale's really good, then we make a huge kale salad.
Crimson King?
And, but all we have is in here is
Thank
kale,
you. You're welcome.
wash, cut up into whatever size pieces you like. And I've got some red pepper in here, cut up, color.
Got your plate?
And
What do you
it's
need?
got to be, my grating plate has got to be in something. I brought it. My little plate.
What's a grating plate?
It's a little plate. Look up there. The grating plate Dad uses. Is it up there?
What is it?
The grating plate.
You found it? We'll leave it up there. It's right up there.
Okay. Got the tongs.
A what?
Tongs.
Tongs?
In the jar?
Half a dozen lemons, half a dozen limes. Depends, some are juicier than others. Sometimes they're real juicy. So start with a half a quart of
Yeah,
fresh
you
lemon and
need
lime.
But
something
the
there.
combination of lemon and limes is a huge
Yep.
thing.
Is it equal?
Yeah, because if you just do lemons, the dressing is not as good. So we started throwing, one lime in, and then we realized that it's like half lemon and lime, fresh squeezed, is key.
This works out best if you have the best ingredients. Best olive oil. Are you familiar with liquid aminos? Anybody not familiar with liquid aminos?
Liquid aminos is like a soy sauce. So you could substitute soy sauce, but we use liquid aminos.
This was real good ginger. It's nice and fresh. Garlic. The best garlic, the best ginger we can find. Best onions, make sure they're nice and firm, and it turns out the best. So what I do after I squeeze the lemon and lime.
You want to put it in a bigger jar?
Yeah, you want,
Do you need a cutting board?
no. This little plate here, it's got, what do you call this thing? I don't even know what you
Grater.
call it.
Grating plate?
It's
I tell you, I like gadgets.
it's got a real coarse bottom.
Jim, do you have those pieces of paper?
I don't, but I will in a second.
Okay.
And sometimes if you want a coarse, I put coarse salt on here. And then that way I break down the garlic and the ginger.
Do you have salt?
I'm not gonna use salt.
Okay.
And all you do is you rub it on the plate until it masticates the garlic.
So why do you put the salt on?
Sometimes it works faster, depending on if the garlic's dry. You know, you try to find the best stuff, you know, but sometimes it's, and I don't know.
I buy
Works
my
best.
stuff everywhere. That's what we go to the fair for, stuff. That's when I first found them, the state fair. I love them. Amazon does have them, and you can get them on Amazon too. And Mr. Schmieder will give you a piece of paper and you'll put your name on it, and out of a hat. I have a couple, so somebody can go home with one. So, grating plate, maybe?
Yeah, oh my goodness. Now do you just have to let that sit for a little bit?
I don't.
First? Love that. Does that smell good?
Sometimes you'll find chunks of garlic. You gotta be a garlic lover.
It really grates it really wonderfully.
Can you only
It
use
really is
garlic?
nice.
Can
No,
you
he
grate
used-
other things?
You can do other things. Anything you'd like to grate and
Can you
fine,
grate a-
it works. So here, if you win, you'll get a blue one, and it also has a little in this box to peel garlic. If you put your garlic in here and you rub the silicone in the rubber, helps break that skin and helps the skin come off.
But I remember like.
Oh, they're
I
fun.
didn't think they worked that.
They really do.
Okay.
This does work. Not like my son's garlic peeler.
He does it by hand?
No, what do you get?
Commercial grade garlic, you peel as much garlic as you can. Dump it in and it spits out the bottom peel. So,
We like
I like
garlic. We like garlic. That's all we got to say. And unfortunately, he has the gadget thing in his blood too, so we are gadgets.
All right, and then I also do the ginger the same way. I peel it and I quarter it, and it does break down a lot faster. And you'll see here, can you scrape that into the jar with the lemon in there?
You put salt on for that as well, John?
Sometimes
You
the
need to put
ginger
those
is
big
dry.
chunks in there too?
Yeah. Someone's gonna get a big chunk of garlic, but it's not gonna.
You use it to gargle with.
Okay, I'm just putting the sliced onion in the salad, and I have a mandolin and a V-slicer for that, so it comes in slice.
This ginger is really good. It's breaking down really easy.
That was a Wegmans thing. Wegmans carries that really nice organic ginger. They're really nice packets of it. We went to, not Wegmans,
Costco.
Costco last week. They had that nice,
BJ's have it and
nice, that,
Sam's have it. I just bought a big container because I freeze them.
So, Bev, you just want name on here?
yep, just put your name.
Routing numbers to bank account?
No.
Didn't get much.
See, the ginger gets a little stringy
Yes.
at the end, and I just leave that out. Just leave it out. Yep, sorry about that.
Okay, you got your stuff done, right? I'm gonna throw, I want to doctor up mine. Throw some kale in here and put some seasoning in it.
How much you like ginger? How much you like garlic?
I think I put nutritionally some garlic. Need some green. So there's a bunch of kale. Just like chop up a little kale or something. Just needs a color. Little liquid aminos. Yeah, just wash like a little tiny bit of it, just give me a little bit of color. I'm gonna steal some of his olive oil. That's not me.
Is that me?
Put that in a jar with the lemon juice.
Where's my phone? I don't even
So-
know where it is.
It's garlic, ginger, lemon and lime,
Hey, can I call you back?
and then
Okay. What? Okay.
See, the
Depending on-
box
Right in
comes
the
with that
middle
little
cooking
brush.
Class at Bev's church.
That's what
Yeah,
that's
he's
that's
right
for.
now.
depending on how much you make,
Yeah,
I'm always making almost a quart of it. 8 tablespoons of
We'll
liquid
call you back
aminos,
when we're done?
8 tablespoons of
Like right this
really
minute?
good olive oil.
Okay.
Yeah, because he makes a quart.
Bye-bye.
So he's always doubling. He's pretty much doubling what I'm just stealing some of your olive oil.
Yeah, so if you want to get me a tablespoon, and then,
Tablespoon?
You need a tablespoon?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs, it's on my tray. Where's my tray? It's up here.
Perfect.
A tablespoon, tablespoon?
That's fine. Throw a little liquid aminos in there and stick it in here. That's, I mean, it's good enough green. You just needed some color, right? Yeah, that's fine.
There's,
Can I steal some of your liquid aminos? His is up there. I don't even know what the recipe calls for.
it's vegetable protein from soybeans. Yeah, it's, I don't know how it's better.
What's he laughing at?
I'm gonna start with 7 tablespoons. You want me to pin that on me?
Thanks. Just stick it in the oven. Okay. At least yours. This is done. How do I shut this off? What?
And then the onions are real thin. Sweet potato really makes it. And sometimes we'll buy 3 or 4 because sometimes they don't have any flavor. And we'll find one that's really tasty.
Can I use your blender?
I need that big bowl.
I need to blend this. and then
Okay,
send
in
it out.
between. Do it now. Yeah. Yep.
These are spirulis. There's different kinds. We've had several of them. Some are really nice, some are not nice. You just gotta, you know, they'll are you familiar with them? You know,
Right, they have attachments with the KitchenAids, they have attachments for the Bosch.
want safety glasses? Put your safety glasses.
These people might need their safety glasses. I'm just saying.
And he's doing it.
I would just, you might be hit.
And that's how we men do it.
Yeah, see, that's,
Well, it's pretty efficient when it does it.
So you know that show, what was that show?
I Love Lucy.
Home Improvement. See what we do, what we deal with in life here is home improvement.
I was gonna spray it all over everybody, but I thought I'd be nice. Yeah, so, and it really, everyone thinks it's carrot, but it's sweet
For
potato.
years, I've made this salad for other people, and everybody goes, "Oh, the carrots are so good."
It isn't carrot.
It's not carrot; they're sweet potatoes.
Nice.
But it, huh? No, they're raw. They're really good for you, you know. And so it's just, and you can't use them enough in different ways. Now you could do that to sweet potatoes and cook them; they would be good. The kids would probably like it, you know. But as you have the tighter ones in the bottom, you know, I don't cut them all up because Christine's husband, when I make it and take it with them, he's always looking for that big, I got the center part, you know, the really tight curled one. He wants that part. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. And just like different pasta dishes taste different with different shapes, your vegetables are going to taste different, cut up different ways. So it's kind of fun. But when he was first hooked it up to the drill, we have like potato all over our yard. We didn't do it outside, so just so you know.
We did a liver cleanse, and the liver cleanse, lemon, ginger, and olive oil. You know, that's what's in here.
Garlic.
Plus the liquid amino. So it's actually, when it's left over, we drink it. And it's got to be good for your liver, right?
Dr. Schultz I don't know if anybody has ever heard of Dr. Schultz stuff. He's his liver cleanse, and if you buy his herbs and all his teas, and then every morning you juice fresh citrus start with 1 clove of garlic, and then you work your way up to 5 cloves of garlic. You know, get your chunks of ginger up more and more, and olive oil, and you drink it. It's a liver cleanse. It's great. So basically, the salad dressing is all those ingredients of a fresh liver cleanse. We just add a little liquid aminos for a little salt.
Are you gonna cut these up?
Yeah, I'll cut some of them because
And then
they're
you'll add
huge.
this, and
Yep.
then,
So this is the kale salad.
I don't know if you wanna taste it and put more ginger in or garlic.
Where's the kale?
Being physician.
It's been totally neglected.
I know. The star of the dressing. One year, our neighbor from down the road, was an organic farmer, and he had organic groups, whatever. He goes, make your kale salad. Come and demonstrate the kale salad. So he went downtown, and he goes, oh, I'll just make my own dressing. It's like, that's not the kale salad. The kale salad is the dressing. It really does. It makes the kale salad. It's that fresh garlic, fresh ginger, fresh lemons and limes. You can't beat that flavor. That's what makes the kale salad. I mean, you could put other dressings on that, but it's the dressing is what makes the kale salad. Yeah. But me making the kale salad, I know it. Bev, bring your kale salad. It's really jam.
I am gonna go in the back room and just add more garlic and more ginger, just because.
And then just cut that up on a cutting board a little bit and add it to it. All right, the next thing then I'm going to do is the mac and cheese. And I'm not as organized as all these other ladies who have all their stuff on trays and, bring out their trays and they're all so good. Yeah, I'm not like that. Maybe I'll think about it and figure it out by the end of the day. And we cheated and bought peeled garlic.
You have all your stuff.
He's gonna,
For mac and cheese?
yep, it's the potatoes and carrots. It's hot, though. I've got to use Christine's blender.
Olive oil, and we did liquid amino.
Yeah, I'm going to need the olive oil, though.
Want this?
Yeah.
Or more? There's not enough in there for you.
All right.
You need more?
Yeah, open the big blender. Yeah, the blender now. Could I? Okay, I'm going to go get all the main ingredients.
What else do you need up there?
I need this hot. Yeah. And do we have a measuring cup? Like a half a cup? A metal one? I think all my other seasonings in a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Yeah, could I use those?
I'm gonna take them all and share with the church people.
Okay, if we do another cooking class, if these are something that you guys would love to do again, I'll be more organized. Maybe.
Definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe. We just moved here in this church a few months ago, and I don't have everything here. So I want to have, but I can't go to well, there's no Kmart's anymore. That's how old I am. You can't go to Walmart and buy a blender. I've got to have a Vitamix or a Blendtec. So it's like it's taken some time to buy 2 of everything to have my stuff here. That's a spoon or another tongs, and then a measuring cup. Got a measuring cup. Yeah, that's good.
And what else?
Open up the big olive oil. I just bought a new one. Oh, I got it here, Jake. Just open this for me. All right, so I'm going to look at a recipe so it looks like I know. I'm going to follow it. All right, this is my grandson's favorite meal. kale salad, and since he was very little, kale salad and mac and cheese. And it's like, they go together for some reason. This is what it is. So you boil 3 potatoes to 1 carrot, basically. Yep, you boil it in enough water to cover it because you're going to use that water to blend. The potatoes are going to what gives it its thickness, and the carrots help add color. Potatoes and carrots. So these are well-cooked potatoes, and they're not measured, of course.
Cream-colored potatoes and orange carrots when they're blended up.
Make it look like Velveeta cheese is what you're going to do.
Any suggestion, what kind of potato? Baked
Anything.
potato?
Anything, any kind of potatoes. Any kind of potatoes that you like, because you're blending them. You know, I usually like red potatoes are his favorite, so that's usually what I have. We try to buy local, and this is the local people that he had white potatoes.
You guys go to Thorpe's, because they have wonderful potatoes.
Yeah, I go to Thorpe's.
Yeah, I used to work there. They're yellow ones.
It's their Yukon Gold ones are really good.
They cream butter in them.
They years and years and years ago, it's probably the parents of who runs Thorpe now. She was having her kids the same time I was, and we had the same doctor in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's Gail, she's still there.
Yeah, and her kids were homeschooled
Yeah,
or home birthed.
yes.
With my we met in the doctor's office.
Her kids are all having babies now.
Yeah, so did mine.
We've had a lot of them already, but.
So about a cup and a half of the hot water, 3 potatoes and a carrot. And again, I never make one recipe. So it's usually in multiple batches. So I cook 6 potatoes and 2 carrots. And it's usually when we have our family and your family together, I usually make 4 batches. I cook for a lot of people. So, and I can't double them. Blender's only so big. So it's just, and at classes that we've done, it's just multiple batches. Just cook them all together. Use, try to keep enough water in there. If you have to use just hot water, use hot water. No big thing. 3 potatoes, a carrot. Got the water in there, and olive oil. I think he opened the new one. This is a half a cup?
Yes.
Yep. Good olive oil. Half a cup.
Where do you buy your olive oil?
Lately, it's been Costco. We used to go to Gershio's in downtown. Everybody from Buffalo area? Italian market. The old timers dying off, and the kids don't want to take over the business. And it's still open, but they don't have the olive oils that they used to. They used to have all sorts. So we're on a struggle. We're like taste testing and trying all these olive oils.
There's a deli place in East Aurora. I'm not sure how many olive oils, but they have a small market in there.
They have, I'll have to try them.
Look if you're in there.
There's a market on 240 outside of East Aurora that says that they carry different olive oils too. And I haven't tried them
They're
yet.
like a little deli, but they have
Right.
a few
Right.
things. Do you go to Costco in Rochester? Is that
Yeah,
where you
that's the
go?
only one there is.
Yeah.
It's a date. It's a date. We get up in the morning, we go to Costco. Spend a few $100s, and then come home. Oh yeah, we gotta have lunch on the way home. That's part of the date. That's part of the date. Nutritional yeast, how much does it say? Half a cup. Hot water, cashews, olive oil, nutritional yeast. The chicken seasoning that we discussed. How much does it say? 2 tablespoons. And onion powder. I don't have paprika here. I know I brought it. onion, garlic, and a salt too. Jacob, salt and paprika. And this is when I'm doing multiple batches, leave your stuff open, and then the next one you close, and then the next one you leave open, and you know if you used it or not. Because sometimes if you're in the habit of always closing, it's like, did I use it? Did I not use it? I leave it open. And then it's ready for the next one, and then I'll close it, and then it's ready for the next one, I'll open it again. Is there paprika somewhere? What do you need? Oh, here it is. Yep, it was up there on the counter. So again, when you're doing multiple batches of stuff, it's just you find little tricks to try to keep your mind. Okay, now I don't know how to use Christine's blender. I am spoiled of my,
You want me to do that for you?
yeah. I might have to push it down a little bit.
You want me to take it in the...
Yeah, you can. Well, no, let's blend this out a little bit more just so we see the color. See if we can blend it just a little bit more. See the carrot and the paprika make it a nice color. That's good. That's good.
Do you want the
Thanks.
salad dressing on the salad and
Yeah.
everything together, or you want to do that?
You can do it. I don't think it needs to be. So, all right, so that basically it. And you just pour it on. What you can also use this for is, I know it's potatoes, but a sauce on baked potatoes or broccoli. Irish nachos. Anybody here in the Irish nachos? No. Irish nachos are, instead of chips, Irish. What are Irish known for? Potatoes. So at restaurants, if you go to Irish restaurants, they'll serve Irish nachos, which are potato-based. Sometimes they're cooked like thin sliced as like homemade chips. Sometimes they're cubed, whatever. Whatever you can think of, you want that nacho, so a little bit of peppers. You fry some peppers and onions on top of that. Add some jalapeno, how hot you like it, and you top it with this cheese sauce. And you got Irish nachos. We like to travel, we like to eat, and just as going to Costco involves a lunch, you have to try something new. And if you go out, you'll get different ideas. You like to travel, you get different ideas. So it's not mac and cheese. This is great. Throw it over, we'll cook pasta, we'll throw it over pasta. It's delicious. But think of what you can use it for. On top of veggies is wonderful. On top of Irish nachos is wonderful. You know, I know it's potatoes, but it's thick. You can throw that like you would Velveeta cheese or cheese sauce on almost anything, you know. Use your imagination. So there's mac and cheese and kale salad. Okay, what else do we have to demo? Yep. Yes, please. Yep. What haven't we done? You've done the chicken seasoning tofu loaf. You've got your teas, kale salad, cranberry relish, and carrot bark. I'm going to let Nancy do the carrot bark. Right now? Yep. And I'm going to clean up this mess, and she's going to demonstrate that, and then we'll do the cranberry relish. That has to be blended again, I'm sure.
Anyone need a refill during this?
Intermission time?
And this carrot juice over here too, if you're gonna want more of that.
I think these are hot.
Hi, everyone. So Bev and I have been cooking together a very long time, doing these classes, and I am totally the opposite of Bev. I like follow a recipe to the T. So I scrape everything.
And I just throw it in, everything that's left over, I just throw out. And I just like leave stuff along the edges, and Nancy's there cleaning it off.
And there is no one that dislikes any of their cooking.
So, and I'm very messy, so I always have paper towels next to me. So carob bark is very easy to make. It's a very simple,
can make another
quick
batch.
recipe. Does everybody know what carob
1 pound
is?
of pasta you can cook, and then
No?
I'm just going to give the rest to Eric
Okay.
later.
Carob
have a taste.
is supposed to be a substitute of chocolate, but it tastes nothing like chocolate. So we're going to make it look like chocolate, but it will not be chocolate. So don't expect it to taste like chocolate. This is it. It's carob powder. With carob, there's a little bit more minerals in it, a little bit more nutrition. Chocolate will have a little caffeine in it, just a little. This does not. Yeah, totally different. Cacao is
Can you take
more
it over,
from
like, over there
chocolate.
and blend it? Oh,
This
again, did you blend
is
it again?
from a carob pod.
And maybe just to
Completely
be a little
different.
quieter?
So,
Chocolate is so bitter, you have to add a lot more sugar than you would.
Yeah.
right.
And if you,
But it will not taste
is
like
enough.
chocolate, but
We'll
it's,
do the other
it's
pound
pretty
later.
good. I think it's good. It's a quick and easy recipe. It's really not much to demonstrate. Coconut oil. This is not organic coconut oil. It's non-GMO coconut oil. I don't know if anybody needs to know that. But you do have to liquefy it to use it.
oh, I forgot.
In this recipe, if it's hot, if you put it on the stove, you're going to liquefy it.
Brand new one.
It will make it
I
come
have it
out
to bring
rubbery.
here, and I forgot.
The product, like the end product, will be rubbery. So you want to make sure
got enough more
you
gravy, so-
liquefy it and then you cool it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Yes, for sure. This is refined coconut oil because unrefined tastes like coconut, and you may want it to taste like coconut. Is that what you wanted me to say? Unrefined, or the refined will not taste like coconut, so it depends what flavor you want to bring out. I prefer not to do the coconut, but so your recipe card is for a small amount. Right now I'm making a larger amount. I will tell you, you can write it on the recipe card in case you want to make a large tray. Hey, Jacob. Give me my parchment paper and a tray. Yep. All right, so we are going to do, which I am going to measure out, a 3/4 cup, I'm pretty sure. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that tray is a little small for the batch I'm going to make. I'm going to put it on parchment paper because we're going to put it in the freezer. So I always crumble the parchment paper because it tames it a little bit. I'm sure everybody knows that trick, but so we're going to do a cup of coconut oil. I'm hoping there's a cup here, pretty much. Okay, I've liquefied it or melted it, whatever term. So we're going to do that, and we are going to do 3/4 cup of maple syrup. This is Jacob's maple syrup. It's the best maple syrup around anywhere. Where's Jacob? Jacob sells the maple syrup. So we're going to put that in, and then I'm just going to mix this up really well. It says to use a food processor. I don't use a food processor. So I just get it mixed up really well. Otherwise, it will separate. Or you can put it in the food processor, and I'm sure it'll be a lot faster. So I'm going to do 10 tablespoons of carob powder. And you'll see the tray that this is going to be too much for this tray, but I have some in the freezer already, and you'll see the size.
Can you peel
What's
me,
that?
4 oranges,
I'll just
4 apples.
put it on there.
Wash them, peel them, and peel these really good, 4 of them. You could. They need quartered. In cord, yeah, the apple's cord. Relish.
All right, so that's 10. And you just mix it up. And it will be probably this consistency.
Brownies.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you don't want to be exact and you just want to dump and pour, you want it to come out, you know, a little thick. So, all right, you're going to put a little bit of salt in. This is pink Himalayan salt. You could use any kind of salt you would like. And you're going to put it on the pan.
And some other, Barbara O'Neill talked about, you know, mineral salt. Now they're saying that this has got blah, 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 you know, in it, you know, and we even talked about it. And she goes, you know, anything that's popular, they're trying, somebody's trying to do. And this is the other one that's out there now. There's a new one. I tried that. Get a good salt. Just don't use table salt. You know, use good.
And you're going to spread this out. And the bigger pan, the thinner it will be, and it'll be more like bark. I'm sure everybody's familiar with like a bark. And then you just sprinkle it with whatever you want. I usually use just pumpkin seeds and almonds, slivered almonds.
These are like green.
What's
The raw
that?
ones are green.
Yep, that's,
I know, but I mean, when you
I know.
cut up a pumpkin, they're white.
Yeah.
It's like, how did they turn green?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Ask AI.
Okay.
Yeah, how come my,
So
I
you
don't
can
know.
put dried fruits on here. You can put any
Cran-
type of nut,
cranberries would be good this time of the year?
raisins. But the thing is, you're going to put them in the freezer. So when you freeze raisins, cranberries, they're a little. I have used raisins, and I thought I'm not going to do that again, just because it's just a little too chewy. So we will have some for you to taste.
Okay, so
It
I'm
does
handing
ca-
out, go ahead, Nance.
Yep, it does thaw out really quick. So, you know, but it's in the, fast. So, any questions about anything that I used? Anybody need to know anything?
Okay, so what I'm passing out is my version, that I didn't follow the recipe as good as Nancy, of the carob bark. But I put them in cute little molds.
You could.
The white one
But
is
there-
oat
put the other
eggnog,
pans, like, on
freeze
top
dried.
of it, maybe if it's
I have
not
a
gonna
freeze
burn.
dryer, and so I freeze dried oat eggnog.
Is that the next class?
Huh?
Is the next class freeze drying?
Yeah, we should do. You want to try them?
Sure.
So,
here,
but
Christine.
I
Let me
also
see.
didn't follow Nancy's recipe because I used cacao. Okay? This is cacao. I use cacao. So basically her recipe, except with my twist, I used cacao and I don't have any here, puffed quinoa
Oh,
and
that would
puffed
be good.
millet. I found puffed, I like to cook. And so when I open up my phone in the evening, what comes up is food. So I found Olive Nation, it's called, and they carry puffed quinoa, puffed millet, and puffed
That would be good.
olive, I think it's Olive Nation. I'll have to look it up for sure, or olive leaf. Let me look it up right now.
So while you're looking that up, I just went from to puffed quinoa.
Really?
With chocolate, but it was really good.
So I saw that and I thought, well, yeah, use this bark and make Rice Krispie bars with puffed quinoa. So they have all the puffed things: puffed millet, puffed quinoa, puffed whatever. I will find it for you. But and then I didn't have, so I thought, well, I got to try this with that, and so there's my version. So yeah, but it's
The healthier version?
right. It's
And
the
the
healthier
nibs are
version.
really good too, if you sprinkle
Yeah.
the nibs on it.
Yep. So I got the, the powder. And most of this stuff, Amazon. I mean, Amazon does carry the puffed quinoa and stuff also, but it's more expensive than whatever that, if it's Olive Leaf or Olive Nation, I will have to look it up. I found it, they're just a lot cheaper. So,
Just one ingredient, like quinoa?
oh, yeah, yes. And they
I tried
puff it.
I tried puffing it.
I know.
It's like,
And
I
I
cooked it and then I tried to like dry.
And I
in a
think
dry
a
pan.
freeze dryer would do it, but I didn't.
It's really hard.
But you got a dehydrator, not a freeze dryer.
Oh, okay.
It is olive.
Freeze dryer.
It's Olive Nation? Okay, thank you. Yeah, freeze dryers are totally different. Freeze dryers, I have a few. I started with one, and I kind of grew, and now I have 3. And my goal is to have one here, because these people put one in their church. Now I thought, I got a bigger kitchen than you. I can put a couple in here, and so that's my goal here. But freeze dryers are one. Dryers are.
Can I just ask a question? With the freeze dryer, is there like a cartridge you have to buy on a regular basis for it type thing? No, I just
Nope.
didn't know.
Once you buy your freeze dryer, you've got a freeze dryer. You don't need anything else. So,
Probably. Can you get them?
oat eggnog. I don't know if I was at Tops or Wegmans, but everybody's got their eggnog stuff out now, so it caught my eye. So,
Substituting that for the carrots.
no, the oat eggnog was those white ones, and I freeze dried them. That's all it is oat eggnog, and I put them in a mold, and I put them in my freeze dryer. Those white
right,
things,
yeah.
I just put them in the mold. I poured the oat eggnog in the molds,
Oh, in the mold.
and then I freeze dried them.
My brain's like mold.
So a freeze dryer is not like a dehydrator.
No, it's totally different.
Totally different. You need both. You need both. Some things are better dehydrated. Nancy they just did a class on the differences in having both dehydrating, and you do a lot of herbs with your dehydrator. But Lisa's friend Renee, we got into discussing comfrey. And Renee lives in the country and never heard of it. I don't have it. I said, you've got comfrey. You live in the country. You live on a farm. She's got comfrey. She met me in the Walmart parking lot this summer and opened her trunk, and it was full of comfrey because we moved, and my land right now does not have comfrey. We planted it, transplanted it, and deer came and ate it all. Oh. They clean cut everything. As I was getting all excited, I had some greens I was going to harvest. They ate everything. They ate it right down. It'll come back. It's a root that spreads. But I told Renee, and so we met at the Walmart parking lot. She had a trunk full of comfrey, and I freeze dry that. You bring it home, I put it on the trays, I freeze dry it. Within the next day, it's dried, and now you can make your salves. And so you can make your salves and all your stuff, and you've got your dry comfrey forever for your sores, for your broken bones, for your everything, you know, so I like to freeze dry my herbs and stuff. Okay, so while we're talking about freeze drying, I do have another sample if you'd like. This is what we're going to do next. This is the, it's sealed.
I just have a question. What were the other options? You said quinoa.
Quinoa, millet, and I know there's a third.
Okay. I just missed it.
Millet is not as good as the quinoa.
Yeah. Probably doesn't pump up as much.
Yeah.
Because it's a harder seed.
It gets softer quicker. The quinoa stays crunchy. You know, the quinoa in my head was better for candy. But, you know. So this is the cranberry relish that we'll demonstrate. But instead of having it fresh, I freeze-dried it. Yeah, that's what that is. Hon, you almost ready with those?
What is that?
It's another grain.
What'd you say? Amaranth. Amaranth. It's another more ancient grain that's very good for you. I used to travel with someone that had celiac disease, and he was always excited when he could find amaranth, because you can eat amaranth.
Wow.
So it's really good. Amaranth is really good as a breading on stuff. It's just like, amaranth is great. That's what ancient, it's more of an ancient grain. So that's what we're going to make, but it's freeze-dried.
You did the beets, right?
Yeah, I do beets.
Those were so good on the salad.
Beets are wonderful.
Can't find them.
Awesome. Thank you. Now I need my food processor and the cranberries. John, the food processor and the cranberries. And this is another holiday thing, but this has got sugar on it. But you know, it's the holidays, right? We can't be so strict that we die. These are just cranberries.
Okay.
But they're freeze dried with sugar on them. Oops, you got a couple of them. You want to take that chunk? Go ahead. You guys want to take this chunk? It's coming out.
Sure, we'll take the chunk.
You want to try some cranberries? They got sugar on them, but they're cranberries. They're soaked with, well, would you share? Or you want to, you can have some. Thank you. There's some washed in the bowl. Can you give me some washed in the bowl? You should put your aprons on. Yeah, in the kitchen. Daddy's got them. So holiday time is fun treat time.
I bet you Grandma, they love you at Grandma's house.
They eat well. They eat well.
Oh my.
So it's treat time. So you got to have holiday treats. You're not going to eat these all the time. You know, if you got to like cranberries, I like cranberries.
This freeze-dried is awesome.
And for these, you poke them. If we ever do a class on, if you want to see freeze-dried stuff, I got this torture device that you use to poke your blueberries and your berries, and then you soak them. And I soaked them in like a little bit of maple syrup and water, and then you freeze dry them. But it's a fun treat. It's a fun treat. It's holiday time, and so.
If you can't eat it that week, you just, because it's freeze dried, you put it in the thing and it lasts 25 years.
It's exactly. I pulled out a treat that I made last year, and I didn't label it because I gave them away, and I didn't label it, and I don't remember what it was. But it was, and as I'm in the middle of the night, I think of things, and it's like, I put eggnog, but not eggnog. So it was either I don't know if it was an oat eggnog or some kind of eggnog that's not real dairy. And I added sliced apples to it, and I freeze-dried those. They were really good. And I opened up the jar after a year, and they're crunchy, and it was like, oh, I remember what those are. Thank you. Okay, so cranberry relish. Super simple. Is cranberries. We got lots. We got 2 things of them. Oranges. Could I have a knife to cut those oranges in smaller pieces? Anything. Some of them might got broken apart. Thank you. That pass-through is kind of nice. And how much does it say in the recipe? 4 of each, maybe?
4 and 5 apples.
Yeah, depending on the size. My husband left the core in this one. I don't want the core in it. I do want it. You do want them core. You don't want to eat the seeds.
We do practice public humiliation.
Lovingly.
Yeah, Christian?
And these are really big apples. So only so much is going to fit into my food processor at a time. Pushing it there. And sometimes pulsing is way better than just putting it on. And basically, that is all that is in that freeze-dried relish. You can taste it, sweeten it up a little bit. Then guess what my sweetener is? Maple syrup. That's all I use. Jacob's maple syrup. That's all I use. I went shopping to buy sugar to put on my cranberries. I never use sugar for anything. Everything is maple syrup. If the recipe calls for sugar and you want cookies that are crunchy, I buy maple sugar. You know, we don't make maple sugar. He should. But it's just a different process. So, no. And you can't freeze dry sap.
How about honey? Can you freeze dry honey?
No. Honey is it's kept in the tombs. So you can't freeze dry those type of things. People do try to freeze dry sap and to get that white powdery sugar, but it's like if it takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup, you know how much you'd have to, and you get half a teaspoon? Why? Why would you use all the electricity, all that time for a teaspoon of? Just go buy maple sugar from somebody that actually produces it. And that's all. It's just bringing the syrup to a different temperature and whatever. For dessert today, we'll have all our stuff out. We'll put out is bread with maple cream. So that's going to be our
So if you build up on the appetizers, you're going to be disappointed.
So yeah, that's relish. Some old, I hate to say that, old lady, Marlene Spalding, years and years and years ago used to make it. And I used to always love her. It's just fresh ingredients. Why? Because it's fresh ingredients. It's fresh apples. It's fresh oranges. This is the time of year. Everybody's got citrus. Everybody's got citrus. Schools are selling citrus. Support your FFA. You know, you buy citrus. Cranberries are everywhere. Cranberries are everywhere. Cranberries or apples. I mean, you can't. It's fresh. It's delicious. It's great. It's good fresh, but it's also really good freeze-dried.
So Bev just said some old lady. We're that old lady's age right now.
We're the old ladies now. It's a strange thing when now we're the old ladies that.
This is the first time I've ever heard you admit it, though.
I admit it all the time as I'm trying to do stuff with the kids. Yeah, I think we went through all the recipe cards, correct? Okay, now Joyce is going to come up, and we're going to get stuff together so you can sample everything. You have any other questions?
I think it was the crimson tea. What was the nettle that you used?
Jim, where's the nettle in your crimson tea?
Say that again? What's the question?
In the crimson tea, you use nettle? Like, how do you use it? Is it like the nettle leaf? Is it dry?
It's the nettle
Is it
leaf
like-
and it's dry, dehydrated. But for the nettle, I purchased it. Most of the stuff in there I dry myself. go out, I love to go out, and we got a lot of wild raspberries around us, so the raspberry leaf, and, you know, I'll take 10 minutes, I'll go out, I'll take a whole bag full and throw it back. Maybe sometime we can do a demonstration, Bev, I don't know if your next
Yep.
one will, of how we do that, and there's
I
a few
will be
tricks
there.
so that your leaves don't fly around and end up in the next county. And the lemon balm I dried.
Wondered what you were doing with that thing.
What else? The red raspberry, goldenrod. I don't know if that's in there or not, but most of the stuff I can. I don't do the chamomile. We don't have a lot of chamomile around us, so I buy that. But and it's from an organic place, so everything's organic and everything is. And it's a nice mixture. I don't know if you like that tea or not, but it's got a really nice mixture. The chamomile, mint, lemon balm is very soothing and calming, and it'll give you ability to focus. So a lot of good medicinal properties in that tea. All yours, Joyce.
One more thing before I interrupt Joyce again. I told you I interrupt a lot. All these different colored things are little recipe card holders. So they're back on the table. You can pick a color, and so you can put your cards in there. And then if we do these again and you want more, we hope to fill the recipe card with all different and they're color coded. If you noticed, they're color coded, so you can, desserts will go with the pinks and whatnot. Okay.
My name's Joyce, and I'm just going to try to keep it short for you today. I am a distributor, I guess, of doTERRA essential oils. And I have for you today I want to showcase 3 different kinds that are, if these are all you have in your house, in your arsenal, then you're well set. I have lemon oil,
one of these.
peppermint, and lavender. These 3 oils will do so much. You can clean with them, you can take them internally, you can infuse them and breathe
All right, so I'm
them.
going to mash these potatoes.
And I have run off some
I am going to start taking
things
stuff
for
out.
you for each one, and I'll just tell you a little bit about the lemon. I ran out
can start,
of
moving stuff
printer
out to-
ink,
on the
so I
table behind
colored
Joyce.
them with colored pencils for you.
With the salad and that stuff.
Lemon, some quick facts about lemon is common primary uses for anxiety, bites and stings, blood pressure regulation, brain injury, cold sores, colds, concentration, constipation, depression, digestion, disinfectant, dry throat, dysentery. It energizes you.
another bowl to put
If
this
you're
in?
exhausted, it's good. For fever, for flu, furniture polish. I keep thinking I'm going to go upstairs and in the sanctuary and just polish the backs of the pews there where people put their hands. My neighbor across the street, he was working on his garage floor. There's some gunk, some tar or something on there, and he's working at that. And I said, Artie, let me go get my lemon oil. Put one little dot on it, and he just wiped it right up. It was just amazing. So if your kids get get their gum in the hair or whatever, it really takes it out without yanking. It tones your skin. I use it. I make my own face stuff. I'm really 93 years old, but I look really great, right? So I make my own moisturizer, and I always put a little lemon and lavender and some other things in there too. For throat infections, tonsillitis, varicose veins, you can put it in your water to help purify it. And lemon in water is really good for your liver. It helps clean things out. So that's another thing you can use. And so these have French medicinal uses, and they have other possible uses here. This oil may be beneficial for aging. So lots of different things about it. I want each of you to have one, and then we go on to peppermint. Well, no, let me do the lavender first. So lavender is another one that's it's amazing what God has given us to use. I mean, just common things that are out there. Common uses for lavender. Healing from abuse. If you know women or guys that are beat up and they're just, sometimes just the smelling of it will calm them down. Allergies, anxiety, appetite loss, heart arrhythmia, bites and stings, burns. If you burn yourself in the kitchen or something, don't put butter or whatever they tell you to do, or old wives' tale.
You saved me,
Put
Christine.
some of that lavender oil on it. It'll keep it from blistering. It's good for chicken pox, cancer. It's a diuretic, diaper rash. If you were to put some in your hand with maybe a carrier oil of some sort and rub that on the baby's tush, it would help to heal things. Sometimes when I go out in the woods, I use it for a repellent for insects. Smell good too. Lots of different things that it's good for: mosquito repellent, pain, Parkinson's disease, poison ivy, poison oak, postpartum depression, skin ulcers, and you've heard that lavender helps you to sleep. If you put sometimes I'll put some on my hands because I sleep with my hands, up here. And varicose veins, again, teething pain for your baby. You got to be careful though of what you put in a baby's system, because this is pretty powerful stuff. You can diffuse it or inhale it directly. So you can also be used. It can also be used in beverages or as flavoring in cooking, and you can do that with the lemon too.
There's a platter somewhere. Like
So
this,
we'll talk
Christine.
about peppermint too, and on your tables there's a little tiny vial of peppermint oil. I
might be
put
more
about
platter
10
type
drops
things.
in there. And
One at a time.
if you're brave and you want to
That's
tip
okay.
that off on your thumb
Yeah, there's more of those.
and get a drop on your thumb, and then place your thumb up in your mouth, on the roof of your mouth, it'll clear your
Do you want
sinuses
to taste
out.
this, John?
So, yeah, and there's no limit to how much you can take. It's not going to hurt you.
I know.
I've done it. I'm not afraid.
I'll bring the Vitamix there.
But peppermint is also amazing. And also another use for peppermint oil is if you have a pet that keeps chewing on himself, like gets a hot spot,
More syrup. I'll leave it.
you put that on there. If the
I'll
dog
add
could
more
talk,
syrup
he'd say,
as
thank you very much. Because it just, they visibly just relax, like, oh, that's so cool, that feels so good. I had a farmer that I used to live across the street from, and he would get that for me for his farm dog, and really helped. So peppermint, common primary uses are alertness. It's an antioxidant. Any three of these are like an antioxidant, an antibacterial. It'll kill germs. It's really good. Brain injury, chronic fatigue, cold sores, congestion, constipation
really good
again.
idea.
It'll
I color
cool
code
your
everything
body
else. I
off.
color code my cleaning
If you
bags.
mix them up with water and put it in a
I put them
mister and
yellow is for the
spray
bathroom,
yourself
the
off, it's nice
and
in the summertime.
But I never thought for that.
Fainting. I hope nobody has that problem. Halitosis, of course, it's going to help your bad breath.
Yes, I brought my bag
Hot
out here. It's here
flashes, lots of different things. Hypothyroidism, which is what I have. I think if I were to put some on my thyroid, it would help jumpstart this. Memory, migraines, motion sickness, MRSA. You think of people that go to the hospital and they get MRSA. You know, if I was going to go visit somebody that had MRSA in the hospital, I'd bring my peppermint with me and ask them, where is it? I'm going to sprinkle some in there. Doctor will come in and say, hey, it's all better. Loss of smell. If anybody had COVID and had a loss of smell, I only had loss of smell for just a few days. I still stunk, but no. But just to put that in there, you can feel it doing something. And even though I couldn't quite smell, I knew that it was doing something. And it just lasted a very short time. Nausea. How many people have had peppermint tea for an upset stomach? You can put a little of that in a teaspoon with honey and just, take it down. There again, throat infections, ulcers, varicose veins, vomiting, all of these things, you can apply it neat. All of these you can apply it with no dilution. But sometimes it's a good idea to put it with oil, a carrier oil, so that you can just smear it around a little better. So some of the other uses, the properties are analgesic, antibacterial, anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, antispasmodic, antiviral, antiviral, and invigorating. So these are some good properties about all of these things. I can use these in cooking if I want. I can put it in my tea. And so what
I have her.
Okay, yep, peppermint beadlets. And little tiny beads that you can pop in your mouth.
They're wonderful.
They're
They're wonderful. I mean, it might interfere with the peppermint taste of what you. Maybe want to try one? Shake one out. Here, shake one out. They're little beadlets. They're wonderful. But
Yeah.
that I keep in my pocket all the time.
Do you like, did it just like melt in your mouth or what?
I bite it. I bite it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like like a little,
Encapsulated.
like a vitamin E capsule type soft. What is it called? But I always keep one in my pocket. They taste, they fresh up, and they help you breathe better.
Now, another thing that I have is something called doTERRA. It's put out by, it's doTERRA. It's called On Guard. It's got cinnamon oil, wild orange, clove bud. Now, clove is another miracle thing that just really kills. I've had a toothache, and you jam some of that up in there, and it just deadens the pain, and it kills germs. So cinnamon leaf, clove bud, eucalyptus leaf, and rosemary leaf in this. And this also comes in beadlets, like what Beverly is giving you. This will kill. I give it to people that have COVID. In fact, I just found out a few minutes ago I have a neighbor across the street that he has COVID now. And I will bring some of this stuff over to him in a tea, in the liquid form in tea. So for you today, if any of you want to buy like a combination of these three, I'm not charging the retail price. Will give you the wholesale price, so I'm not making anything off it. Mostly I want people to just try it, and so I don't care whether I make a profit on it or not. I'd rather people have it in their arsenal that they can use it. I have other flavors over here too. Frankincense.
You can feel it in your nose, isn't it? I love those things. And I always get those in the beadlet forms because I can keep them in my pocket and I can keep them in my car.
And this
I
one's for you.
I keep this On Guard in my car. You know, I got grandkids, and the kids are, and I got step-grandkids that go to school and come home. I just have it in my car all the time. I just like the convenience of these little things that you stick everywhere. They're
And
great.
I happen to have a bottle of frankincense, which is one of the more expensive ones. This frankincense, this one would be like $78, but that's my price. If I were to charge, if I wanted to make money, it'd be like 90 something or 100. So that's how people make their money. But I've never really been in it for the money. But frankincense, well, they used it. Jesus got it as a gift. I also have myrrh, and I'll put frankincense and myrrh also in my face oil. And let me see what frankincense should be in here. Frankincense, the medicinal uses are Alzheimer's disease, arthritis, asthma, brain aging, brain injury, cancer or coma, concussion, confusion, depression, all the stuff I seem to have. Infected wounds, inflammation, liver cirrhosis, Lou Gehrig's disease, memory, mental fatigue, miscarriage, you use it afterwards, MRSA, nasal polyps. I'm just kind of skipping through a bunch of these, but it's just an amazing oil. And I have some, I don't know if anybody's interested, but if you want, I left my price list over here. If anybody wants to buy the three things together, the peppermint, lavender, and lemon would normally be $94.01. But if you want all three of them, it's $70.50. And I'm not making anything off this. This is just what I want people to have if you want it. Otherwise, it would be $26 for the peppermint, $29 for the lavender, and $15.50 for the lemon. Lemon's easy to do, easy to make, so it's cheaper. But I also have some other things here. On Guard is $39. I have something called Tamer, which helps relieve your, oh, it's a digestive blend, something like that that would help your digestive. I have bergamot. Do you ever make bergamot tea? That's kind of nice. I've got Balance, which really, it's a wonderful smell. It's grounding. It makes you feel calm. It's got the pine tree. There's fir. There's, I think, Douglas fir, and there's all kinds of different blends in there. Wood, very woodsy smell. It's very nice. It's like taking a walk in the forest. So if any of you want any of these, you know, you can talk to me later, but I'd like you to each take one of these home if you want.
Do you have a card?
I have enough, huh?
You have a card, business card? No.
I don't. See, I'm not doing
No,
this
I know, but
professionally.
it's just,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. You can look up doTERRA. You can go to it on your phone, but of course they're going to charge you unless you're a
Just
member.
contact me and I can get you her contact stuff.
Okay.
Oh, if she's done. I
Okay,
make a
so
mess also
Any
wherever I am.
questions about anything?
All right, so this is freeze-dried corn, and I'm going to just put hot water in this to serve it with our like festive meal. You know, you got to have mashed potatoes, you got to have gravy, you got to have corn. All I do is you add hot water to your freeze-dried corn. But I want you to taste it, if you'd like to, before, if you so. Yeah, I know. After the pepper oil.
Had it at the farmer thing.
Freeze dryers cost about a couple $1,000.
But you got 3 of them.
I got 3 of them.
Yeah, well,
I started with a medium, and then I have another medium,
I have another one.
and then I have a large.
Okay.
You can buy used ones.
Oops, sorry.
You can find used ones. I might be selling one of mine because I want a bigger one for here.
What is it, a freeze dryer?
My freeze dryers.
I'm not a corn eater.
They're not cheap, but boy, are they fun. They're just fun. But this is like candy. Grandkids eat this as candy. I mean, if you like corn, and that's all it is corn. Do you like
I
corn?
do have one of the beads,
Want to
and
try some
she's
corn?
just spoke for it. Or I could take the one from Beverly, and I can get
No,
her
it
another
doesn't
one.
taste the same. It's not the
She
same.
won't care.
Nope, it's not the same. So so for Thanksgiving, I just add hot water to these,
So this.
and you've got corn. And this is it's just corn. I blanch it for 2 minutes,
You want me to
just
spell
so
it
it's
out?
easy to cut off the cob. And we cut it off the cob and we freeze dry it. I mean, you're not adding sugar to it. You're not adding salt to it. This is just
No, I
corn.
try to
It's good.
scan as to what's really, you know.
Okay, we're going to give us a few minutes to gather everything all together here.
I just want to say that doTERRA toothpaste is really good.
I almost,
For a good toothpaste.
I almost brought one, and I thought, nah, they probably wouldn't want to buy that.
Okay, what do we need? Thank you.
Well, you should, though. But if you, yeah. Do you mind helping me just put this back? Thank you.
Those stoves get hot fast. I don't know how to keep it down. Yeah, I don't think you can turn it down enough. It's going to be,
Yeah, let's do that, thank you. Thank you for thinking for me. Okay.
Okay, so we'll do this drawing. John's gonna pick a name, 2 names actually. One, okay, that's Jim Schmieder, okay. Should go right down my line.
yep. Huh? One here, one here.
Everything goes together.
Everything goes together. Give them that too, and I'll explain it when I get out there.
That will explain it.
That's all right. Whatever. Next time. No big thing. I'm just gonna do this. No, next time, because I gave mine away too. So somebody said needed it.
know, I mean, I love the eater, but, you know.
Okay, so who won the things? Who got the things?
Yes.
All right, do you know what this is?
Yeah. This one here.
It's a protect your
To
finger.
protect your finger when you're chop, 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 chop.
Awesome.
I like gadgets, what can I say? And
I have enough gadgets, I know.
You never have
Even
enough
when I
gadgets.
grade,
You never
my
have enough
husband's going,
gadgets.
I'm like, he's trying to get it down, I'm like, I'm always,
I know, you're always cutting your fingers. So just a little extra protection so you can chop, 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 chop fancy. So, forks, we need forks. We could just use this out here.
These napkins,
There's napkins here. I'm gonna put them, there's napkins, there's plenty of napkins here. I'm gonna put it at the end. Hey John, do you have the tofu loaf and something?
what's that?
The tofu loaf? You could give me a spoon and just give me the tofu loaf. All right, and don't laugh because I forgot some of my things, but this is my holiday turkey.
Oh, beautiful.
those recipe cards, do you have another set for Renee? Or can I grab
Yeah.
one at the end
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah, and I've got more at home. So, we're missing a couple things here. Mac and cheese, kale salad, missing the gravy. Dessert. Anything else that I have? That can go out like that, yeah.
That's about as hot.
That's fine. A pair of tongs, hon, for the veggies. Small ones if you have. And salt. Gravy and where's our other salts? Oh, you got to do the potatoes. Put them in my wash. Probably not. Yep. They can get their own. They can get. Yeah. We'll just scoop them out. Where's my bowl? Oh, I didn't even wash it. We're gonna have to mash them. I don't know how to mash them. Shoot, I never washed this. I could start, and if they want potatoes, we can have them. Except for the potatoes. They can start, but the potatoes will come. Okay, so I put this. I need the whip things. All right. Here. Where's a spoon? I just had it in my hands. You know what? We could probably dump most of them in. You want to hold it, or you want to scoop out? Try not to get as much water in. Doesn't matter if some others in there. It doesn't matter. It's just it's like camping, improvise.
That always happens when we're gone for a long time, and it shoots into the juice thing. It spilled everybody that gold on the bottom part of the everything. So I've been thinking that out.
Which one? I need a spoon. Yeah, that's how quick things got to. I had spoons.
Over here away from the food.
Yeah.
Shut everything off, Bob?
Yeah.
I bought it because I can cut that turn, because I can put this in my purse.
There's no difference. I'll just throw all that out. Because it'll escape all that. I don't care. I'm going to throw some garlic in there. Where's my cover? Okay. Add a little butter. Yep. Okay, yeah. Yep.
Do you need a set of hands or you're good?
No, we're good. Where's that littler spoon? Do we still have it there? This one. I'll take this tablespoon. Just got potatoes, a few potatoes, and we're good.
You're gonna need a spoon for the potatoes?
I got one.
That's the lemon.
Okay.
Yeah, put it.
Right there. Okay, ready to eat.
Going to advertise other classes online
Yeah.
and stuff.
Okay, anybody wants to try the samples of everything? Everything's here?
Let's bow our heads and bless him. Father in heaven, I thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for showing us a better way to prepare food, plant-based. Thank you. I pray to nurse and strengthen us, and I pray to be a blessing to all. In Jesus' name, amen. Be healthy, healthy.
Oh my goodness.
We get,
Huh?
I'm gonna be passing this info on to someone.
we're good. We're officially.